straight to the mic.
Hi guys, welcome back. This is our second episode of Fina Beyond. I was really happy with the first episode that we have, and I am really super excited for all these coming episodes. We have in plans for you lots and lots of gossip about beauty, but today we are going to focus mostly on the beauty when it comes to frequently asked questions, the questions that you ask when you go to the salon, that you ask when you talk to your therapist. And also we are going to be discussing ingredients, what is retinol, what is salmon DNA, what is this, what is that, why do we use them, for when do we use them. But I would like to give a big introduction to our beautiful Dr. Leticia Pimentel.
Hello guys, such a pleasure to be here today.
Thank you, it's always a pleasure. For those who don't know, but I bet a lot of you know who she is, Leticia is our amazing cosmetologist here at Fina. She has beautiful results. She's just not only amazing at what she does, but she is such a nice space to have around.
Oh,
It's true. I mean, people always leave out from the space like, oh. Apart from having that glow, everyone goes out like it's therapy.
No, really good. Thank you so much for everything. I'm pretty shy about that. Well, thank you so much for the invitation and everything. I'm so excited to start today and to discuss about everything that we're going to discuss that we have planned.
Yes.
So it's going to be really fun.
Good. First and foremost, I would like to give you just I know there's more to you, there's more from your background, so I would like to give this opportunity for you to explain to everyone what you do, what is your passion, from where you came all the way from the other side of the world, and tell them as well what you do on the other side of the world.
All right. So basically, for who doesn't know me, I'm Leticia. As she already told, I work with aesthetic, with beauty, with cosmetologist part. I'm biomedical esthetician, biomedical, and I have my own clinic in Brazil, where I came from. So yes, all around the world, we try to find informations and more things about beauty. And on Brazil, we work a lot with skincare as well. We work a lot with facial treatments. We work a lot with body treatments, as you could imagine. And then we work a lot with Botox fillers and everything that you can imagine. And when I came here in Malta, I found this wonderful place with a lot of things and new things, even Korean brands that usually we like to work as well in Brazil with Korean skincare. And we are starting this new world there as well. So basically, yeah, that's it. I work with beauty already 6 years. So it's been a while. And it's everything always new every day. Something change, and we need to follow every changes.
Yes.
So basically, that's it. And here at Fina, we work a lot with facial treatments. We work a lot with a lot of new things, and we are always trying to find different things to work. So it's our main goal. And I'm this kind of person that I like changes.
Yes.
I like to improve always. So we did a good match.
Yes, amazing. Yeah. It's true. Sometimes we text each other. I'm like, look at this. Like, oh my god.
It's like, what if?
Yeah. And then firing. But then the biggest problem is to find time to discuss.
Exactly.
For those who don't know, Leticia has a WhatsApp, which sometimes I look at the number and it's like 500. It's
true. But I mean, we always try to find.
Yes, but well done because you managed to keep everything so centered and so calm in this place. So good thumbs up.
Amazing.
So that was an amazing introduction of Leticia. So now let's go ahead with the first part of our episode of Fina Beyond. I forgot the name for a second.
Beyond Fina podcast. Beauty, laughs and facts.
So let's start with the first question. How do we use the products in sequence, one after the other, and a little bit of tips? Why do we use them?
That's a big question, actually. I think everyone who is starting with the skincare starts with this question, like, what should I do with this product?
Exactly.
So basically, let's speak about morning routine. So usually when you wake up during the morning, we have important lipids on our skin that when we sleep, we have this production about fat, but a good one.
Exactly.
And basically, it's good if you have a gentle cleanser at the beginning of your skincare routine. So this way you don't remove the good lipids on your skin. And then you can follow with a good toner, serum, cream, and for sure, definitely 100% what?
Sunblock.
Sunblock! Guys, we cannot forget about the sunblock. It's the most important thing, even if we're going to discuss about other things. But basically, when we speak about anti-aging, I usually tell my clients that's the best anti-aging cream that you may have at your home. So basically, the morning routine should be something easy, quick, because nowadays we don't have a lot of time to make things,
Exactly.
and smart.
Yes. And I also meet a lot of clients who tell us like, oh no, in the morning I only do sunblock and then in the evening I have time. It is totally understandable that we do not have time, but it is very important for us to protect our skin in the morning as soon as we go out and be in contact with all those elements. So the morning is just as important as the evening, if not sometimes a little bit even more. And another question that I used to get is when do I have to apply the serum? Can I apply it only in the morning or only in the evening? Or maybe it makes a difference what kind of serum we use?
That's an important question as well. Even like connecting with the previous one, if you were gonna make a night routine, so we're gonna add a serum as a treatment. So for example, if we have a serum that is for whitening, it's the time that you're gonna apply that serum. So the step maybe, for example, pre-cleansing oil if you wear makeup during the day, then the face wash, then the toner, the serum that you're gonna use. So the serum comes after your toner and before your moisturizer, then the moisturizer that you're gonna use on that day. Basically, nowadays we are working with a lot of acids as well, like tranexamic acid, glycolic acid, salicylic, and retinol. So usually when we apply some serum, it's gonna be before that acid as well, all right? And then after the acid properly set.
Exactly. Right. The serum, mainly it has a lot of potent ingredients.
Definitely.
So it is very important to do it after a very good clean face. So we absorb as much as we can the serum inside the skin. But it is also not important to apply the moisturizer after, so it will lock in everything that we are working in.
That's the point. When we discuss about serum and moisturizer, the main difference between them is actually like one point that the serum is going to give the benefits, it's going to give the ingredients for your skin. So usually they have nanotechnological composition and components, so they go more inside, definitely. So for the reticular derm, that is more like it's deeper. And then we come with the serum, as you told me, closing everything inside. So basically they work together, serum and cream.
And some serums are also tend to leave like a tacky feeling after. So it is impossible for you to not to want to moisturize your face after. So
definitely 100%.
Okay, so another question. When should I start using anti-aging? What is the ideal age and ideal time? Or should I maybe start mixing a little bit anti-aging? Or is it too early? Or it's never too early?
Let's take a paper and a pen. So basically regarding aging part. So when we discuss about aging, we start to lose our collagen when we are 25 years old. Basically, yes, that's soon. So for sure, definitely we start to decrease bit by bit. But then when we arrive on 30s, we decrease the collagen, and as much as well we increase one enzyme that is metalloproteinases. The metalloproteinases kills our good collagen, so we don't have so much production.
And they're killing it.
And we kill the good one. So nice.
Sorry, my life is ruined.
Yes. So since we have this idea and since we have this concept, the most important thing is mainly when we are 25 to already start to think about something to prevent. So since we are decreasing the collagen production, we start to increase a bit some components, like for example, that's going to stimulate the collagen synthesis, exosomes, polynucleotides, this kind of things that nowadays we do have during our skincare as well. So that's a super important thing. Basically, when we are 25, we can add, like for example, as a serum on your routine, why not?
Exactly.
You have during the morning like a vitamin C, important vitamin C, and then you have a cream with PDRN, the one that we have now from Perfecta. That's amazing to use during the morning as well. So we come with something with PDRN. Then, if you are on 30s, since it's already starting to decrease even more the collagen, the melatonin proteinases is there, killing your good one. So, I mean, much welcome some treatments to treat your skin.
Always.
And as much as well as a home care, you can start to add even more steps like that is definitely and properly for aging. Retinol, it's one important thing that we're going to discuss, but actually it's something really good that you can add on your skincare routine to stimulate more the collagen synthesis. Basically, our clinical Youthplex line from CareX, for example, I usually recommend even for the clients that who is around 30s, you know. Sometimes what I usually say is not regarding even as much as well of the aging. How old are you? You know, not like this. It's like what we are seeing on your skin. So if you are 30s and you never have been using sunblock for a while, I mean, for sure you're gonna have
there are other factors. Exactly.
So you have like environment factors, you have like the sunlight, you have the UV light that is gonna actually even damage more your skin. But let's say in a general thing. So if you are 30s, I highly recommend to focus on something for collagen already, like on your serum, on your moisturizer, as much as well to add the retinol bit by bit on your skincare routine. When we are 40s, then we start to have a full line, the Youthplex line, the clinical. Since the cleansing, the face wash, toner, serum, and cream,
all of them, just anti-aging.
Then we have the intensive
lifting, yes.
So just speaking about products and connecting with the age, like I will highly recommend around the 45, 50s, you already start to use some collagen inside of the creams. So the ones that has even the collagen, the micro collagen fibers, and as much as well something that is going to stimulate your collagen production as well.
Exactly.
So that's a good.
It's important for people to know that okay, some products might have listed like all the products that they need.
Yeah.
There's lifting, there's plumping, there's hydrating, there's this and this. But the more things that you have in a product, the less percentage you have in that product. And this is what they need to start to understand, that one cream cannot do everything for you. So if you want something, okay, what is your biggest problem? Okay, my biggest problem is fine lines. What's causing the fine lines? It's causing the thinning of the skin. So you want to plump your skin. So you work on hydration, on plumping. So you have to focus on that. And then maybe give a little bit of a moisturizer when it comes to lifting, because you want to plump and lift. But miracles do not happen overnight. Products, although we have technology has exploded. There's
skincare.
Yes, it's only like 6% that enters into your skin, and that 6% is gonna have to do all your biggest wishes and dreams. So, we need to.
And here we go with even like a professional guiding you properly about your skincare routine. You know, sometimes if your case is the plumpiness, the aging, and hydration, and even sometimes the barrier is damaging, so it's showing more that you have like fine lines, but actually it's not the aging.
Exactly.
You know? So here we go with like a professional that is going to tell you, look, during the morning you're going to use something more for skin barrier, and during the night something more for aging.
Exactly. It even depends on the lifestyle that they live. Okay, if you're outside, you're working with sales, you're always in contact with the elements, with the sun, humidity, dust, and everything. There's some kind of like more intense barrier that you need throughout the day, you know? So this is why I always advise to meet the therapist before you actually decide what product is best for you. Do a skin analysis and do a little bit of digging in what exactly your skin actually needs. Because sometimes you just say, okay, I need anti-aging. I want something that my face looks a little bit more stretched. Okay, but what is missing in your skin? Maybe it's just the hydration. Maybe it's not that bad, you know?
And guys, let's talk about dirty things as well. Like meaning about the skin. The skin sometimes gets some dirty from the environment as well, from the pollution. So basically, when we talk about this, it's important as well to start with a good cleaning. So if you're gonna start with a good skincare routine, like a rich product, you know,
but not a good clean.
Your skin is dirty, so you are just taking your money and throwing away. You know what I mean? So basically, it's good and important to start with a good cleaning, and then here we go with the good product.
Exactly. Well. And even if you do makeup, if you don't do makeup, there's a lot of factors that you can cater for. So yes, it's a good point. Okay, now let's go on to our third question. How long does the sunblock last? Because a lot of people know, I mean, everyone knows now we have a lot of knowledge about what the sun is doing to our skin, but we do not actually do sunblock very often. So there's still a lot of damage being done throughout the day. Because if you go out in the morning at 7 o'clock in the morning and then you don't apply sunblock, if you're outside till 5, then we have problems.
You know how they select how much percent the sunblock is gonna show in the box, like for example 50 or 60 or 70s? You know how they do it?
No.
They do a test in the lab. So they take like all the sunblocks, like 30s, 50s, 60s, 70s. They make a test with like a, you know, the person that is there, and they put on a UV camera light, and then they're gonna make it again in the UV camera light to see if the sunblock is still there. You know, so for example, when we have 30 SPF, it's gonna last, let's say, around 1 hour, maybe max, if you are super lucky. If you have a good product. Then the 50, when we talk about 50 SPF, it's gonna take like a 2 hours or 3 hours to go away. For sure, depends about the sweat, oily parts, etc., etc. But I mean, it's something that speaking about tests, they select like this, seeing the duration. When they take, for example, the 60 SPF, they make again the test like around 2 hours or 3 hours, and they see how much that the skin is protected. The difference between a sunblock that is 50 SPF for a sunblock that is 90 is not so big. It's like around the 50 is gonna cover you 95%, let's say, and the 90 is gonna cover you 97, 98%. So basically, they kind of work on the same kind of protection and duration, so 2 to 3 hours, but mainly as much as well. If you don't reapply in 2 or 3 hours,
it's the same.
It's the same.
Exactly.
You know, so basically, what I tell to my clients, it's important to reapply the sunblock for sure, definitely 100%. You know, so basically, if you apply during the morning, you're gonna need to reapply in 2 hours or 3 hours time. But as much as well, the sunblock that you have needs to be and must be a sunblock that is 50 ahead, 30s. No.
And especially for the climate that we have and for the sun, I mean,
you're not gonna reapply your sunblock 30 minutes or 1 hour after you apply.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's already hard to apply. I know. I mean,
yes,
it's already hard to apply like after 2 or 3 hours. Imagine 1 or 30.
Exactly.
So that's the point, you know? So basically, I recommend to reapply for sure, definitely 100%. And when we are taking our sunbathe, taking our sunbathe.
Please don't say that you do it.
My please are you.
It's her. She's like this. She's normal like this.
Okay, if you are taking your sunbathe, basically for sure you need to apply more time because you are sweating.
Exactly.
So
Yeah,
even
exactly.
if
You're taking out water from your system, so yes.
Exactly.
Especially if you go into the sea. I mean, there are so many that say sweat-proof and waterproof. Yes, they are sweat and waterproof, but it doesn't mean that your pore is not excreting out the product. So you need to reapply and reapply as much as you can. And is there anything that I know that it's by preference. For example, I prefer a tinted one.
Wow, this is a good thing actually.
So what would you advise for the client? Would they apply a tinted one, or I know that there are we have many sunblocks for many different things. So what would you recommend for what and to whom?
Okay, so basically, for sure, definitely is what you prefer as well. Like if you prefer a tinted sunblock with color or without, basically is what you prefer. But as much as well, we need to understand that since we have a pigment there, it's going to protect you more. Okay, so if you have the protection of the SPF that is 50, for example, you're going to have the double of protection if you have a pigment, because it's another layer that is covering your skin. You know, what I usually recommend to the client who has hyperpigmentation, let's talk about it, like aging spots or even hyperpigmentation or even melasma, for example. Melasma even more. Go ahead with a SPF that is with color, okay? And they must apply a SPF like without color first and then the one with color after. So they have more protection.
Yes.
That's the most important thing.
Because it's my joke lately that if I get pigmentation, I'm gonna sue the product because I applied so many layers. It hurts my feeling because I like the sun. I like sunbathing, but don't worry, I have you.
You see?
I'm gonna be like white here.
The neck, and in that good that you told everything. Because basically when we talk about sunblock, sometimes we forget to apply the neck and the décolletage.
Yes.
And we do have scientific articles that show us, even like a siblings, it was two sisters, and they, like one of them, she used like sunblock. I don't know if you already saw this. She used sunblock and the other one no. So they could compare. And as much as one used it until the face, until like at the neck. And then it was showing exactly the aging damage. Like the neck, it was like a sagging with sagging skin. With
you often see these people around. Like when you see like immaculate faces, but then when you look at the décolleté, I'm like, something is a bit wrong.
So
yes. It's very important that when we do skincare, please make sure that you are covering the whole face, and here and between, behind your ears and the neck and the chin. Everywhere should be covered with coverage. I'm a person that I don't like lots of things on my hand, so it's perfect for me. Like until it goes away from my hand, I'm like
taking a shower. Yes. Even on the hand sometimes I do like on the hands like this.
And lately, now it's April. Now it's April and the sun is already very hot, and I drive a bike, and I have noticed that my hand has already changed color. In the difference between here and here is already big,
and you can see even from the quality of the skin.
Yes, exactly. So guys,
please use sunblock. Thank you, and drink water.
So yes, the fourth question, something that I would like to know as well, because I have been dealing with a lot of clients who are coming to buy the products. So nowadays, the products have become so fun, so colorful. Even the adults want to like try it, but let alone kids. And it's a good thing that we start to educate our children on how to use the product, when to use the product. But I think sometimes it may go a little bit off board to what ingredients they should use. I mean, we should keep in mind that these are still very young kids, and they're still developing, and their skin is still very, very fragile. So we need to be aware of this. So when would be the ideal time, and what products would you advise for kids to start using?
All right, so basically when they are teenagers, they are already looking for some skin care, because they start to see the skin getting like a little bit more oily, they start to see like some acne, they start to see some blackheads, and they want to work with something for it. Basically, for sure, definitely, as you already spoke about it, it's a sensitive skin. It's a skin that is developing, so we cannot and you may not work with a lot of things. A mask, during Sunday for hydration, why not? That's good. That's even a special time. Sometimes they like to do it. And a moisturizer during the day, that's important. Sunblock, they can already start to use sunblock, and they must use sunblock. And a face wash. I mean, I'm not gonna recommend 1,000 of products because it's too much for the skin to handle. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
A face wash to clean the skin. A serum, as much as we can work with some serums. When we have, for example, teenagers that they come for skincare, for example, when we speak about oily skin, it's important to understand, even like adults, if we have oily skin, sometimes we need to check how it is the hydration on the skin, because sometimes the skin is just trying to balance the oily part.
Exactly.
So there is this situation as well, so there is the situation of giving water instead of just adding some acids or something. I would hardly not recommend some acids on this age.
Because lots of products, you see them like vitamin C is like it's so overly used, and so overly used ingredient in products. I mean, vitamin C could be very, very drying.
That's the point.
So to apply vitamin C on a skin that is so young and still producing its own things to grow, so it's very...
I would hardly go for vitamin C like 40s, 50s, 60s. No, definitely big no, because the skin is still some with sensibility. It's still developing. It's still getting there, It's still showing for what the skin can. So basically, we need to understand how this skin is gonna be by itself. But why not to treat already? Why not to prevent? I usually say it's like it's easier when we prevent things
Yes,
than when
it's
we
true.
have the problem and we need to fix.
It's true.
So basically, that's the situation that we can already start and even to get used out of the routine.
Exactly.
So
So it's part of their life. It's hygiene at the end of the day, you know?
Exactly.
They need to get used to, like, you need to wash your face before you go to bed and as soon as you wake up in the morning.
That's the
So
thing.
it's very, very important. It's like brushing your teeth, you know?
Exactly, it's part of your routine, and it's not like something just for beauty. You know what I mean? It's for healthier as well. So basically, when they start to do it already as a normal routine, so during the morning or during the night, when they are like 80s, 90s, 20s, they're gonna know already how to work with that.
Exactly.
You know,
And they will get familiar with the products.
That's the point. So. Should we start? Definitely. They can start, I mean, immediately when you start to see like that they are starting to get blackheads, they are starting to get
some impurities, yes.
Impurities, even acne, for sure definitely has a hormonal connection. But it's important to catch up and to see a specialist. So this way, this specialist can even guide you better regarding what to do. But as a skincare, that's no mistake to follow some things like as a face wash or something for hydration. That's no mistake. It's no secret at all. The basic that works.
Exactly. And would you recommend any facials when they're young?
Definitely, they can do it like a deep cleaning.
Yes.
You know, for sure the professional needs to guide properly the protocol, the step by step. We're not going to use some chemicals or something like again acids. So if we were going to do a scrub, we're going to do a gentle scrub. If we're going to need extractions, we're going to make a gentle extractions. But it's important already to clean. I had already only 6 years. I had already many and thousands of teenagers coming to me, and they're like it's the time that's the most important thing is how you look, you know.
Exactly.
So
and this is gonna prevent one of the biggest problems that we meet here, apart from melasma, scarring. It is the biggest problem. I mean, people tend to not care when they have cystic acne, and they don't clean their face very well, and then they come with scarring, and it's very they feel very bad about it. So, and you need to go some certain procedures until you get your skin very good, which also comes with lots of circumstances, like, you know, like microneedling and all that sort. So it's very good that you start to implement these things on your daily routine when you're young, and even to do facials. So you will get it into your system. So it's not like you're doing something out of the ordinary, but it's something that you and yourself would need. Okay, so last question of our first section. So when do we start seeing results?
That's the question that panics me sometimes.
Just hit you right in the spot, like
look, have a seat.
How much time do you have?
So basically, it depends about the concern. It depends about the metabolism. It depends about the physiological part. It depends about a lot of things. But if we are gonna speak about what, let's say, aging. If we speak about aging, we need to understand the collagen is a big molecule. It's like really big. And it comes just like in 3 months' time. So what I am doing today for you is, let's say, microneedling, for example. The collagen that I'm stimulating the synthesis today, it's going to come just in 3 months' time. Okay? So basically, it
depends on what you are doing.
Exactly. Depends the level of the aging as well. Again, if we are 25, for sure, definitely, you're going to need just a bit of stimulation. So maybe 1-2 sessions, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be worth it. And then you're going to have already the collagen that you need. Then, if you were speaking about 40s or 50s, we need a little bit more sessions. But as much as well, it's not, I mean, impossible. That is one of the questions of the client. They tell me, okay, but it's impossible. I mean, it's a long process, but it's impossible. No, it's not impossible.
And it depends as well on your lifestyle. I mean,
Exactly.
if you're someone who's only drinking coffee, if someone who's not hydrating, if there's someone who doesn't give good food to the body, give good nutrients for the product, for everything to stick to good nutrients inside, you're not going to see immediate results.
It's a teamwork, you know?
Yes.
But basically, let's say about aging, minimum 3 months time to start to see some results. I mean, sometimes some clients, they need like 4, 5, even 6 months to see a good improvement. When we speak about lifting, for example, when we are doing, for example, HIFU, when we are doing some treatments to lift more the face, more the skin, sometimes we need to build like actually that lifting. So working with the muscle. So if we are working with the muscle, demands a little bit more time. So 6 months minimum to see something, you know. If we are gonna talk about acne, It's a process.
Yes, you can never actually know. No.
Exactly. You can never actually
I mean, we have good products these days. We have good machinery. We have
definitely.
amazing results. But it still depends, especially when you're dealing with hormonal acne, which it doesn't actually depend from us that we are dealing with the outside of the problem. There's something that's happening internally. We need to be very, very patient.
Yes, and we need to work definitely on this case 100% together. You know, I need to
Exactly.
know everything about what you are doing, what you are not, and what you are eating, etc. So we can work together. And but nowadays, since you are speaking about devices and machines, if we are going to speak about glow, because nowadays everyone wants that glow, that glass skin. So we already have nowadays devices that is going to give us these results in one session. So, you know, at the same time that we do have treatments that we need a little bit more effort, we need to work a little bit more to get more collagen. For example, we do have for glow, for texture, for pores, some treatments that is going to give you a glow in, let's say, 1 month.
Exactly.
In one session. So,
and then also the commitment of the client, on the budget of the client. I mean, you can come here every week.
definitely, yes.
I mean, there are many treatments that they have no downtime, and you can come week after week after week. And obviously, by adding on those weeks after week after weeks, the percentage of the collagen that will increase, I mean, it will be immaculate.
Guys, search about principle. She said yes.
Because of her face.
But yeah, that's a good example. For example,
Yes.
the green CPU we work 1 month and then we have already a big change.
Yes,
so
yes.
That's a good.
But it depends on how patient. And as well the commitment. But yes, nowadays we have so many treatments, so many devices. I lost count, literally.
Even me. But I'm quite shocked with the results that we are getting with some devices here, to be honest. So even the clients, they are in love. Melasma is one of the things that is really, really hard to manage, and we are getting a lot of good results.
Yes.
So I mean, I'm quite happy with the technology that we have here, the machines that we have, and the protocols that we build. So basically,
and the ones that are coming soon.
So basically, yes, sometimes it demands a little bit more time, but anyway, the result is gonna happen. You know?
Patience is a virtue.
Exactly.
Something I don't have.
Yes.
Okay, so that was the first part of our podcast, and now we are going to go on the second part, which is going to be more on the ingredients.
Beyond Fina podcast, beauty, laughs and facts.
Part 2. So, ingredients. I know there are so many ingredients, so many formulas, so many magic words that no one knows about, but everyone uses them and wants them. So, first ingredient and the most, I think, talked, not most talked, or maybe one of them, okay. Because I think we have the most talked.
We have good talks here.
So let's start. Exosomes.
So basically about exosomes. For what is exosomes? Even like nowadays we do have in skincare, so
yes.
That's amazing. That help us a lot with treatments as well. But basically exosomes, they are kind of communicators. So what does this mean? This means that, for example, we have one cell, we have another cell, and then this cell needs to communicate with the other one. Like needs to say, hey, we need fibroblasts. So this communication sometimes, and with the year, the age takes long.
Yes, and it's long.
It's long, and usually the cells, they get like old. So basically it takes even longer. So the exosome is going to speed up this communication between them, just say, hey, we need collagen on that skin. So that's why we use exosomes nowadays, even when we are working with aging, if we are working with microneedling, if we are working in dermotherapy, mesotherapy, doesn't matter. We work with exosomes to give this boost for the cell, for like speed up this communication.
Exactly. Very, very good. And nowadays we have exosome masks, which they give beautiful results. Do not underestimate the power of a 10-minute mask. No. Really and truly. I mean, I can only speak about our products. I can only speak about, although I do test, so I'm not like just this, you know.
Yes,
but I can fondly talk about our products. We have the serum and the spider web cream. If you are doing injectables, they are a very good link to work because you are working from the outer part and you are working from the inside of the skin and you are locking in everything together. Because we have this perception that if you're doing Botox and your forehead is not moving, then it's enough. No, it's not enough because the skin is in contact with all of those elements and it still can wrinkle and it still can look bad.
And one point that's quite important, when the Botox is going to be gone,
Exactly.
I mean, it's your skin that is behind, so then it's going to go away and then you have your skin there. So basically what I tell my clients is important to treat the skin. Botox is amazing, fillers is amazing, biostimulators, they are wonderful actually as a treatment as well. But basically we need to think about treatments that they are going to get better and healthier. That's thickness on the skin. We lose the thickness. So that's why we see and we have that sensation of the face melting, So basically it's important. If you are going to work with Botox, for example, it's important to follow a treatment even with exosomes. We're going to speak about another component as well that you can add. But basically it's important to add some products and some procedures that they are going to work on the thickness of the skin, giving more collagen.
And it will prolong the treatment. I mean, if you'll keep your skin much more supple, I mean, the skin will be and the muscles will be less dehydrated and it will give you better results.
Definitely, for sure.
Good. So the second ingredient, I mean, there's a lot to it, which is the retinol.
That's one, guys. So nowadays, everyone is using retinol.
Yes,
but
even the ones who shouldn't are using retinol.
That's the problem. So basically, what I usually tell my clients about retinol, I do like retinol. It's something that is really amazing when we are going to speak about the turnover of the skin. So to renew that skin, to remove the dead cells, to bring new skin under that, and even as much as well for the fine lines, for example. So retinol is quite important, and nowadays we do have like the derivatives of retinol that's more powerful.
Yes.
But when we speak about these components and about these ingredients, we need to understand that they are really strong. So if they are really strong, if I have rosacea, if I have sensitive skin, doesn't mean that I cannot do it. Sometimes
the frequency.
Yes, the frequency and which one you are using, because we have ones that they are like really strong, and we have other ones that, for example, we have from Perfecta, that is our product as well, because it's really nice, this technological thing that they let it inside of that box, that they put exactly slow relief retinol. So basically
it's not a shock to the skin.
No,
it's doing its job, but it's doing it slowly, so it's not damaging.
Straight there, So basically it's about the frequency that you're gonna do. So please don't do retinol every day, guys. No. You know why? Sometimes the clients, they come and then they want to make a treatment with us, like let's say a chemical peeling, because they need to fix another problem, another concern, and I cannot work with it because the skin is sensitive. Because of the retinol.
I don't think they have the idea of what actually the retinol is actually doing. It's like sometimes it's like if overly used, it's thinning your skin to the max and it's making it super sensitive. So if you are not taking care the right way and you are overly using the retinol, you are causing more and more problems.
Exactly. Instead of fixing, you are causing problems.
In fact, I've heard as well that there are some retinols that they are being banned in Europe because that there has been overly used and there have been lots and lots of problems. There's a new ingredient, and bok choy in not actually. I think
the same. It's the same thing. Is they are on the same, let's say, box. Let's say.
Yes, different components.
They are retinoids.
Exactly.
They are from the class retinoids. That's it. And then we have the derivatives that then you have different names because of marketing teams.
So if you can't enter with one name, you'll give me another one, so you'll pass. So yes.
So we need to just understand, like, okay, it's a retinoid, so it's from like the retinoid family.
Exactly.
For sure, definitely, I should not use every day. So let's say, how often should I do it though? So around 3 times a week, that's more than enough. As much as well, if you're gonna combine another treatment on your skincare routine, you want to make the skin cycling technique that we usually say. When we put hydration, when we put anti-aging, when we put acids and etc. on the same routine, to do it, you need space. You cannot do, for example, every day the retinol and then you come with another serum that is for aging on the same time that you have the retinol there. it's too much. Your skin is not gonna absorb,
Exactly. And then you start to see like breakouts. I am cleaning my skin. I am doing this product so often, and I'm like so like on point. Why am I having these problems?
That's
the issue.
That's the issue. So basically, the retinol is amazing. I love it. It's gonna give you and promote you a glow. When we speak even about pores, like when we have clients that they want to tighten the pores, that's
the main ingredient.
Exactly, a good ingredient for it. A part of glycolic acid in these kind of things. It's another component that we can use for pores as well, to tighten the pores, for fine lines. Even like if we are gonna start to treat aging, for sagging skin, etc. It's a good hand, that we have on our skincare. So it's nice to use retinol, but
use it wisely.
Use it wisely. Yes.
And last but not least, so many salmons out there. Salmon PDRN, salmon sperm, salmon this, salmon then, like sushi. Salmon sushi. Yes, what is
no,
it?
It's not to eat. So it's not made to eat, okay? So basically, the salmon DNA is a polynucleotide, okay? So it's like what is polynucleotide? So basically, the polynucleotide is a molecular that's gonna even help us to speed up again the collagen synthesis. So, but it's gonna speak exactly with the fibroblast, the cell that is responsible to give collagen for the skin. Okay, so basically, it's gonna work kind of even together with exosomes. If you really want to make a good combination with exosomes, the exosomes, they're gonna actually speed up the communication, and the salmon DNA is gonna speed up the synthesis properly. So it's gonna work exactly for the collagen part. So as much as well, nowadays we have the PDRN, even because the PDRN has a powerful effect when we talk about healing. So after procedures or during procedures, and for example, microneedling. Nowadays doesn't exist. I mean, a situation that the client is gonna stay with the face red for like 7 days.
No, they wouldn't do it. I mean, everyone has events these days, even in the middle of the week. I'm like, everyone is very, very, very concerned on when to do and what to do because of the redness.
I mean, the modern woman, there's no like a slot for make a procedure that you're gonna stay inside indoors. You know what I mean? So basically, the PDRN came as well with that reason to help with the healing with the healing process. So basically, nowadays, if we are doing a microneedling and we have PDRN on the components, on the composition, on the boosters that we are doing on that client, you may see like the client leaving already like with the skin recovering.
It's true.
Not red how it was before.
Yes. It's true, because we don't often see those like really inflamed like faces, because we always take care to do the right mask after, so you can heal faster, because obviously if your healing is going to be softer, you're going to have more courage to do your next treatment. And we do not want to leave you going out looking like a tomato. But we do our best. I mean, every skin reacts differently, and we always do our best to give you the right products, and everyone reacts to them very differently.
And even nowadays, nerd information, guys.
So nerds on the table.
So basically nowadays, when we speak about that type of treatments, that, for example, microneedling, again, we already have confirmation, scientific ones, not me saying, that prove to us that the old microneedling that we done like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, that the client went out like bleeding and with that face really red and etc., cause more damage than help the client.
Exactly.
So we create some enzymes on the process of the inflammation that kills again our good collagen. So then here we go, like instead of helping the skin, we are giving and damaging more.
Exactly.
So yeah, the PDRN is here to help us with the healing process, with the anti-aging part. I mean, nowadays we're not just all working on the skin as a cosmetic, saying as a products like as a skincare and home care. When we speak about salmon DNA, PDRN, they're gonna be there in exosomes. They're gonna be there to work on your cellular level, not only on your skin.
Exactly. So this is nowadays what we need to understand as well, that the products now have advanced so much that they are working on a cellular level, meaning that they're working inside of your cells to actually boost everything forward.
Perfect. That's it. That's the must of the musts. The new era of beauty.
So, thank you so much. This has been very, very interesting, and I enjoyed from the beginning till the end. I was very, very looking forward, because actually, I don't think we've ever had this long time to talk about it. So, okay, next episode we're gonna have Hannah again.
Talk about more things. Send your questions. Instagram, Fina Instagram. So guys, We just had an idea here. So write in the comments below here on the video, what do you want that we speak about on the next episode, and even about skincare, even about treatments, or the questions that you have regarding this world.
Exactly. Anything that has to do with the beauty. Even if it has to do with lashes, even if it has to do with aesthetics, if it has to do like with semi-permanent, anything. I mean, you all know that we offer every service here, so we can talk with good expertise in any services that we can offer. Thank you once again. I am so happy that we have done the second one. Now I can't wait for the third one. So I'm gonna give you a little bit of a hint who's gonna be with me next time, and I think it's gonna be fun, and I think there's gonna be someone who's gonna be moving more than me actually. And we're going to talk more about the B2B rather than the B2C, and who knows, maybe we'll have Chanel here next time.
So I really want to see it.
Thank you guys. Thank you for following us. Like, subscribe anywhere, and press any button that there is. I don't know what there is down there, but whatever it is, press it. Thank you.
Thank you guys. Bye.